What's happening, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Rhett here, and today's video is gonna be more about the Genesis. As you saw in the last video, we were just kind of testing it out. Now we're actually throwing some parts at it. So today you're gonna see the diff I'm putting in it with some new bushings and putting in a hydraulic handbrake. The diff setup, we went with a 3.7 welded. The car originally comes with a 3.5. And there are a bunch of options for these cars. I think you can get 3.9s, 4.1s, and they're really cheap and readily available on Marketplace. BK1, BK2, completely interchangeable. So I found a 3.7 already welded, so nobody had to weld it up with some bushings. The bushings were absolutely shot. That one rear diff bushing was gone. So that and the hydraulic handbrake went with a really nice chase base setup. There's really nice and a comfy handbrake. But yeah, you're about to see all that, so stay tuned. As you can see, here's our dead bushing, and I can just wiggle it around. The fronts are actually okay, surprisingly.
You sure about that?
We got all new. These are poly diff mounts, and then the fourth mount as well comes with the step bit to drill it out. Just drill out this guy, and that's your fourth, which supposedly the sedans had this guy. So interesting, the Coupes only had 3. Can this hold this thing up if I...
You sure about that? Get it in there.
Are you stupid or something?
Put it in the hole and then go.
Stupid is, stupid does, sir.
All right, plan C. Melty boy. 1 down, 2 to go. The whole point of this is obviously to stiffen up the rear, better for drifting. You hear a bunch of clunks the last drift event. The front two are actually pretty okay, surprisingly.
Sure, pal. Whatever you say.
But this guy, very dead.
Just hit your hand first and then they'll get in the groove.
Shut up!
I have tinnitus. I don't want to put my earplugs in.
Forgot you're an office guy.
I was told that I could listen to the radio at a reasonable volume.
There we go. Oh, shit. And she's in there. All right, now we're gonna drill this out for the fourth hole. Came with a step bit. We got it here. And the fourth one is this clamp. Really just have to get the step bit that big, and you should be good. Go for it. Go just a little bit. See what happens.
Well, it's all or nothing.
All right, all the bushings are in. New fourth one. Bada bing, bada boom. And I say, this was annoying as shit. Thank God we did it on the lift. Not gonna lie. Honestly, that one was easy. This one was perfectly easy. It was this guy, because we just didn't remove the exhaust, which I'm sure you could. If you had true duals, like the 3/8, you would probably have to. But yeah, taking out crusty diff bushings in a car sucks. Take your whole subframe out next time.
Are you ready to donkey? Oh, your fucking office hands can handle it.
That's the last straw.
Yeah, there you go. We got the Jenny in here just to see the placement of this hydraulic handbrake and kind of just see where we can put it, just to mount it for now, and then I'll go back down to my place and do all the lines and whatnot. I'll show you the hydro we got. So yeah, I got a hydro from Chase Bays. It's all wrapped up right now. I'll uncover it and show you. And some braided line, some brake line, then some adapters. And it came with this mounting bracket. Don't know if we're really gonna use it, but we'll see. It's got like good old 2 threads in it, so hopefully you just don't crank it and rip those threads out, but it should be pretty good to tack in. We gotta rip the console apart and see what we're working with. I went with the reverse style mount so that the master can go back there, yeah, under like the auto AC stuff, instead of going this way, because I think what I saw online is if I went with a full master going that way, it would kind of stick out and we'd have to Dremel a little hole out of here. So went for the reverse mount and went with inline setup. The Corolla's in inline. I honestly, it's a simpler setup. I know it's preference, like some guys like the dual caliper for the feel. I know Chris actually likes the dual caliper, but I kind of prefer the inline. I kind of prefer feeling it on my feet, and it's honestly a simpler setup, less weight in the back, but it's to each their own. It's literally what you're just preference. I don't think it really changes too much. Let's open up this console and see what we got. The key to any interior removal is proper tools, team.
Despite being totally wild, somehow she has worked out what to do with it.
It's really easy to just grab some of these interior tools, some of these plastic tools. Luckily, Chris had a bunch of them here. And yeah, use your assortment. What it looks like online is there's a clip here, and then the full console just pulls out, which is kind of scary. We are gonna go at it. Man, she is dirty under here. So yeah, this top piece is just a big pull. Pretty sketchy, but that's what you gotta do. Kind of nerve-wracking to do it. Bait reefing on interiors. It's just like, will it break? Will it break now? Will it break later? Come on, there you go. There she goes, and now I guess I just unplug everything in the back here and call her a day. It's the Korean BMW. He says it's got a V6, so it's garbage. Not so bad. There's just this one clip. My fat fingers can get under there. But yeah, she Gucci. Console.
Let's kick things up a notch.
Let's try this again. There you go. Show everyone one of the issues I'm running into is I learned that I guess BK1, it's stud from the top down, whereas BK2 is stud from the top up. One of the other things is BK1 actually doesn't have these. BK1, it's kind of just like tucked up. It has the 2 front clip-ins, so I guess I'm just cleaning this up to try and tuck the handbrake into this corner. I got the mount from Chase Bays, but this may not kind of work in there. Something I completely forgot to film was the final setup. Willie welded up the bracket, painted it just so it wouldn't rust, and then I ran the lines down. I drilled a hole down and teed it in. The Genesis has dual brake lines, so I had to tee it and split it. I dremeled this bad boy out. Not my finest work, but honestly, when you're looking at this side, not bad. I literally dremeled this like 800 times. Did not measure twice, so. That's the handbrake install, a little Chase Bays. I really like this setup. It's nice and sleek, all black, and the like bike handle grip is super nice. The one in the 8.6 is just a cheap Amazon one where it's kind of tough. It's basically like the anodize on this side, and it's like after a full weekend of drifting, say 2 days, you feel it. You know, because you've just been handbraking a ton. Kind of nice to have the bicycle grip. It's honestly something I might look to put on the one on the Corolla. Maybe like some sort of grip tape, or even like I've seen like the tennis rackets, you can just like wrap them up. ended up being pretty nice. Thanks Willie, thanks Chase Bays for making a sick product. All right, that'll end it off here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Always fun wrenching with the fellas. A lot of banter that can't really get in these videos, but I'm sure you can kind of see some of it. And yeah, appreciate you guys sticking around. See you on the next one.
Let's kick things up a notch.
That's the last straw.
Ah, shit!